Hey, so today we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 5, episode 3. It starts off with Greg and Nene. They were getting pedicures, and Greg is trying to get some keys. He's trying hard to get some keys. He don't care. He said he needs 2 keys. He needs the keys to Nene Hart, and then he needs the keys to the house. Nene is like, no. Greg got some keys. That's the only person that's going to get some keys right now. She like, you need to work for them keys. But Greg is just really trying to win and he's back. Because I love the poem. Greg. This was a 2-liner poem, man, but it was funny. Then Miss Lawrence walked in, and he tells Miss Lawrence how he wants to win her back and everything like that. And Miss Lawrence like, hold on, pump the brakes, calm down. It'll come if it's going to come. Moving on to Phaedra and Apollo, they in the kitchen and they talking about the workout video, yada, yada, yada. That was kind of fun. Basically, this whole episode was fun. I didn't see no highlights of this episode besides the end. You had Kim and Sweetie talking about the move and how she needs to pack up and all this stuff, and she want all the damn flowers. She want her to pick up all damn flowers, so she don't need nothing in this house for this Kendall girl. Then you have Kenya and Portia. They meet up to meet, I guess. I don't know what that was, because Kenya was on a whole different page. She was saying how she didn't know why this girl was talking to her and why she didn't know if they were supposed to be BFF. She didn't understand she was going to use her celebrity for this girl. She just didn't know why she was meeting, but I think she should have asked her that before she even got there. Kenya just, I don't know, she just was weird. Every time I speak to Kenya, I'm going to say she's weird. I don't like her. I don't think there's nothing that's going to make me like her. My husband called her straight her face. But maybe you see something about it. Anyway. Okay. Kenya, Portia was telling her she's having an event, and I guess it's about kids, and Portia's the new girl. She's the girl, her grandfather was a civil rights leader, and they do all these charities in Atlanta, so she's having this charity for kids. Portia's also married to a football player. Can't remember his name, but he used to play football, not no more. Nene and Cynthia, they go to New York because she wants Nene to get the feel of New York. She wants her to ride the subway. She wants her to get the hot dog. She's on the street. She just wants Nene because she felt like when I came up, I had to go from the bottom up. You just coming in automatically as Nene, but you don't know the real part of New York. So I want you to get the feel of New York because Nene's there promoting her new normal show. So then the Glam Squad come in and stuff like that. Before the Glam Squad came in, Cynthia told her, like, look, when you get your Emmy nomination, don't be forgetting about the little people. Don't be forgetting about me. She was like, no. So the Glam Squad come in and all that, and that's when they started talking about the real feel of New York. Candy packs up her house. I guess it's with her aunt and her uncle. They're packing up her old house because she's leasing her old house now that she moved into the new house with Ty. They talking about the move, and she asking her auntie, telling her, I know how to pack, and your uncle taught me, and he comes in, and he's like, yeah, I carry the whole refrigerator. Tell you what, whatever. But girl, you don't know, in the hood, guys be doing it. You should have went and got some dudes from the hood to move you. I'm telling you, they would have did that. Packed it up, all that. Got some dudes from Home Depot, they would have did it too, real good. Anyway, what else happened? Phaedra and Kenya meet up to have drinks. They talk about the workout video. And automatically, Kenya just trying to ease her way into this video. She is like, do you have this? Do you have that? She's like, no, I don't have. I have this. I don't. So she just eased her way. She like, I have a production company. So she eased her way in the video. Well, she's going to ease her way. Well, hopefully not. But I don't want to ease her way now. Really, I don't want to see Phaedra work out either. I think this is a bad idea on this workout video. Everybody else might think it's a good idea, but I think it's a stupid-ass idea. Kenya talks about her mom, and she gives us this sad story about her mom and having this mental illness, and not to talk about people, but I'm trying to see where it's coming from then, Kenya, because something wrong with you. I don't know if you need to go talk to somebody, but something wrong. And then she talks about her mama don't acknowledge her, and she tries to adopt her off, or, she just didn't want to have time for her. She just don't acknowledge her. Then Nene and Cynthia, they finally get to New York, and they go to the subway, and Nene first was like, I'm not feeling this, but then she kind of eased into it, and she started talking to people on the subway, and stuff like that, and then they finally get off, and they go Cynthia have a hot dog, because Nene was like, I'm not eating that off the street. Then it comes to Portia's event. Kenya just, I don't like her. But she makes it all about her. She thinks everybody is inviting her from Atlanta because they've heard that Kenya was in town, and she's this big celebrity. No, Kenya, you got invited because you on the show. Basically. That's not even why you're getting invited. But she, then you had Portia was thanking everybody for coming, and she accidentally, it was an accident, it wasn't one of these, but it was a real accident, that she called her Miss America or something, and Kenya was like, Miss USA, and she apologized. Portia apologized for calling her the wrong name, and Kenya could not let it go. First of all, Kenya invited Miss Lawrence. First of all, she told you this was an all-girls event, no men allowed. She even kicked her husband out after he gave his donation. She kicked him out. And you still were always talking about she was bringing Miss Lawrence, knowing it was no guys allowed. I don't care. He's still a man. I don't care. What he put on, he's still a man. So then she, like, all of a sudden, they sitting there, and she like, I need to go outside and get some air, and all of a sudden, her and her friend running off like 2 little 3, 4-year-olds, and they talking about they're leaving and they're over this and all this stupid stuff. And Portia once again comes out and asks her, is everything okay? And she said everything's fine, and her friend said everything was fine, and we just waiting on her friend. But every time Portia walks away, Kenya goes, I can't believe she did this. I can't believe she did that. And then Miss Lawrence walks up and she explaining it to Miss Lawrence, and then Portia like, okay, where is she? Her food is here. Let me go outside and let her know her food is here. But when she gets out, Kenya just talking to Miss Lawrence about her like she's not standing there, and she's still talking mess. So Portia just like, you know what? You can stay right here on the curb where you belong. She was just like, this is a kid's event. This is not for that. Portia was giving it back to her. She was trying to be classy because of where they were, but she was giving it back to her raw and uncut. But that's my review because, like I said, this episode was really, really boring. But make sure you write, comment, subscribe.